Welcome back, everybody, to Turn or Warped, Season number 2, Episode number 10. We will be using mature language, hand gestures, possibly ideals. It's tough to say. I generally don't know, and I'm usually very surprised and offended. But we'll find out what happens. What are you doing? I don't understand right now. Zagaticus, are you okay? Are you having
hand gestures you were talking about.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
Yeah, that's figure that one out.
The Joey.
Yeah.
Okay, welcome back. So, you guys try to contact Dr. Icarus. There is probably like a very slight delay, but with the subspace beacon, you can now hear yourself. You're getting a ping, Dr. Icarus. Long range communication detected. Incoming call.
I'm like holding two scalpels as if I was eating dinner.
Not now. Yes, hello, Dr. Dick here.
You probably have to take it like at your like at a comms.
Oh, okay.
Like a comm panel. He's on a hover chair simply.
Oh my god, no.
He's like Professor X basically. Like he's in a hover chair.
Just lamer.
Yes, hello, Dr. Dick here.
Quincy needs to stop being adorable in the background.
He is.
I know.
He needs a
king of
belly rub
everything.
so bad.
What are you doing? Look at that hair. Oh my god.
You noticed me.
It's the Institute. I love you. Are we going for a walk now? He's so confused. God, he's like, but you're not coming over. Why? His little nub's going. Like it's trying to waggle.
I just see his head going.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know why dogs do that?
Why?
Well, because now people we've got like the curves in areas and stuff. That's how we detect where noise is coming from below or above. And ear on either side tells us if it's left or right. But dogs don't have that, so they tilt their ears like this to tell if the sound is coming from above or below, and that's how they get their vertical sound
Don't
detection.
ruin adorableness with science.
Yeah.
But now you know.
It's adorable
can-
science.
You
Dogging
can
something
entertain
funny.
other
I know.
people with adorable science.
Oh, yeah.
Today you learn. The more you know.
G.I. Joe.
Yes, hello.
Doc, it's Ferris.
Ah, Ferris, how is your trip?
Well, there's one minor, well, not really minor. It's kind of a major hiccup. The mining colony, we haven't approached it yet because the communications down there are saying that they've shut down all operations and machinery.
Right.
Like, did
Good.
you know about that, or?
Did I get any info about that?
No, not at all.
I wasn't told. Should pose no problem for you, though.
What if those things are the Sik'Rit are down there? And everything's
well,
turned
first
off, we
we
become a
stay
holy
away from
beacon to
them.
them.
Just 1 second. Brrr. Scan. Dr. Icarus calling
Did
scan.
you just put me on hold?
Put on some hold music, yeah.
The best from Doc Icarus, it's like him singing music.
Yeah, it's just me.
My Girl from Ipanema soundtrack that now plays in my head is completely different since I went to the VillainCon party and saw their incredible incredibly stunningly beautiful lounge singer singing that song live. So now every time that plays in my head, it's like an awesome flashback to the party. So
Actually, it's I'm a creep. I'm a widow. What the hell am I doing here?
I didn't know Doc
That's
liked the
Simon's
classics.
soundtrack.
He karaoke's his own voicemail and hold sounds.
Yeah, I'm like, I didn't know Doc liked the classics, man.
okay, so you try to reach scan. Probably after a few seconds, you get a reply. This is Scan.
Ah, yes, hello, Scan. You know that, what do we call them? Not minions, you told me that was bad. The people, the crew we sent to go and check for some samples on the planet of the Gorriloids.
What about them?
I've just received a communicatus from them. Apparently all mining...
Was this Warhammer now?
all mining... all mining on the planet has ceased and shut down. Do we know anything about this?
I do not believe so. That is very peculiar. I am unsure why they would do so. Perhaps it is part of some sort of daily ritual? A kind of recuperation period. From what I've gleaned from the Gorriloids, it appears that they only sleep for certain times of the day, approximately 2 hours at a time. They have a polyphasic sleep cycle. It may be this, or it could be something else. Perhaps it is best if we try to reach out to Volcar.
Do we know where Volcar is at the moment?
I can try to reach him. We have given them some comms badges. Perhaps I will reach him now. If you could please hold.
Yes.
Music comes on. I'm a
It's
creep.
Scan singing
I'm
the
a
songs.
weirdo. What the hell am I doing here?
That's basically
I'm
William
a
Shatner.
Press-
girl from
Press
Empanina.
press 1 for mature language filter.
I want to boop you like an animal.
I want to beep you from the inside. Yeah.
So,
The pain away.
you hear a second. Ah, yes. I believe we are connected now. Volcar, can you hear us?
Yes.
Very well. As I was explaining, the Dr. Icarus, let me know that the mining planet, Zais, has apparently shut down operations. Is this normal?
No. Our crews take shifts to mine during sleep cycles.
Do you have any idea why operations would be halted?
No. It is unlikely. Are all operations on hold?
Doctor?
Perhaps I should get the others in here. Beep. Fenris, you are online with Scan, myself, and...
Wow, wow, wow! He's singing creep.
Fenris...
Yeah, did you get a hold of anyone?
Yes, we have Scan and Volko on the line.
Oh, Volcar, this is Ferris.
Hello.
We're outside Zais right now, and they've canceled all operations. Is that normal?
It is not normal. I am growing concerned.
I'm very concerned, and I'm afraid that we can't approach the planet at all.
Well, perhaps we should investigate at the very least.
As I said before, like if it has to do anything with the Sik'Rit, I'm very cautious about approaching because we become a beacon. If all their machinery shut off and we're the only thing operating
Lieutenant-
with the energy source.
Lieutenant Junior Grade Ferris. This is Scan.
Hello, sir.
I am ordering you to do a flyby on the mining colony. Please bring the shuttle down within visual range. Once you have obtained more information, please use your own discretion to decide if you should land. I advise caution, but it is important that we are able to assist our Gorriloid allies.
Roger that, sir. All right. And then I was like, all right, Ferris out. I'll communicate after I do my flyby. And
Very well. Scan out.
I look at Thick, and I'm like, 7H1. Let's bring it to about a quarter mile above the mining colony, and do any scans to see if there's any threats, or to get a visual to see if anything's going on down there.
Okay, the only thing I can really scan for that would be a threat would be explosives.
The portion with flashlights, the flashlight portholes.
Specifically,
Yeah.
no. You wouldn't be able to detect for explosives. What you would be able to detect with your ship's scanners. Let me find it. Because the ship is essentially rigged with a few different kinds of scanners. You guys have a you guys have a mining scanner. You guys have a medical scanner. And you have a science and military scanner. Science scanners scan for energy sources and substances. Medical scanners scan for life forms. Military scanners are more robust and focus primarily on the location of life forms without needing to gather additional data. They determine the presence, number, and location of life forms, but cannot determine other details. Mining scanners locate substances, but can't scan for life forms or energy sources. So this thing has the full suite of scanners. It's just a matter of proximity and where you need to be to activate those different things. Also, not having the skill for it makes it difficult to get any kind of decent readings to parse the information.
Okay, so let's get a visual first and see. Well, okay. So we have a medical scanner, correct? And we can find life forms.
Well, yeah, that's what Thick used before. That's what gave you this sort of general life readings.
Simon, are you good at using medical scanners?
Not really. I kind of use my psychic abilities for medicine stuff.
Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna go about a quarter mile above the military colony or the mining colony. Is there a way we can tap into their frequency to communicate with them?
Betty might be able to rig something up.
Right, Betty's just like, you know, in a hammock, reading a novel and doing things.
Betty.
Oh, what?
Betty, we need you to rig up a old school communication device.
Right, okay. We can do that. Okay, right.
Please put pants on.
We do have pants on.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Did you? Okay, just do your thing.
Oh, they're a bit figure hugging, but look, I'm completely covered. It's fine. You can just see all the bulges, and I'll put my other trousers on. Here we go. Right.
Got a little bit of the Rakthar toe showing.
I don't know what that is, but I'm scared now.
Right. Anyway, okay. So old school communication. Right. Okay.
Yeah. What frequency was that? 7H1.
I don't know. I would guess 13F frequency. I don't know frequencies at all.
Was it? Was it a broadband?
Kilohertz was that?
Was it like FM? Like, was it AM? Was it like rock?
101.6 Gorriloid FM.
This is only making me think. The closest I have experience to this is playing stories. Have y'all played Stories Untold? And they have to make you decode things using like a radio, and it's like 1678 on FM or AM or whatever. But I don't know if that's the same thing that happens in.
FM would be better for long-range communications, right?
I doubt they're using AM. If
I just bring down the frequency that we caught on, like on one of the bring down a monitor and like that, like it was up above.
Well,
and it's like, that frequency.
have to adjust.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm not a very good robot.
Well, try putting together a crystal set. I'd be like, no, wait, I want a bit more market than that. All right, hang on. I think I need to pull something out. Right, okay, I pull something in here. Hang on. I saw a thing. Right, I'm just gonna fucking put together a basic fucking radio receiver with the wire and the crystal and the bullshit.
Sure. Give me a. I think this is gonna be.
Engineering?
I think this is gonna be but I think you're gonna have to improvise a bit. I think give me int plus your engineering.
Do I have anything? Okay, for this I'm gonna invoke always prepared as well. So I've totally brought the right bits for a fucking radio.
Do you just have like a generic toolbox that just like rattles a lot?
Yeah,
when you...
but I totally have the bits that could build a radio.
Yeah, no, that drawer you've got at home just filled with random shit. She carries that with her.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically, it's kind of the tool. But so I've got basically this big ass pouch on one side that's just full of shite, and I was like, right, I know I've got some copper wire in here, and definitely a quartz crystal.
Just out of curiosity, my sick curiosity, where does everybody keep that drawer? That drawer that just is full of everything.
I have many of them.
I'm not. I was literally going to say that. I knew you had multiple. Where does everybody keep theirs? I'm just curious.
Right there.
Okay.
Wait, drawer full of
your
what?
drawer full of rando shit.
The hell drawer.
I have two drawers in my dresser.
There's a staple puller.
No clothes in it, but they have like business cards I've collected from conventions. Random sockets from tools, random tools.
In your dresser?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I hang up most of my clothes in the closet, so.
Oh God! Oh, Fuzzy's triggering me so hard. I can't.
A little hepatitis
Liquid
thing.
iron supplements.
I'm sorry. Did you say a little hepatitis?
Yeah, it's a little cute, adorable hepatitis virus thingy.
Okay.
Is that made by the same people who do like the organs one?
I'm looking here,
Yes.
and there's odd socks.
I've got a box of eyeballs.
Liquid cooling for liquid cooling for liquid cooling. Speakers.
Electrical tape.
So you guys keep
Weird
yours.
stuff,
You guys keep
pens.
yours close. Simply, where's your drawer?
I have like a vanity by my front door that's all the random stuff, but it's still organized. Like the bottom drawers are like wiring, the next drawers are like utility stuff, the next are like tools.
Yeah, Meta's who has everything organized, and if you see my shit, it's chaos.
Yeah, I've got one drawer that's by my front door that has just the shit thrown in. That's it. That's the only. crazy.
Tchaikovsky. Fuck yeah, I would.
So-
Gorriloid tape.
So, fair enough. Betty, you throw together a sort of rudimentary radio. Give me your int plus your engineering.
Right.
Having your utility belt with shit on it makes things easier. Okay, so it's gonna take you a little time, but you can make something like that. Absolutely.
Not a problem. Where you got this?
Probably take you about 20 minutes or so.
For once, Betty isn't thinking about sex. She's thinking about screwing instead. See what I did there? See what I did there? Did you see?
Betty, how close do we have to be? Like how?
What? Oh, about 2 inches. No, wait. Anyway, right. No. I don't know.
Serious mission face now.
What?
Serious face.
What's that?
That's where you think
This is the
about
only
like
face we got. I
the
mean,
mission. Yeah, and well, we're finding your other serious face, and not your I am always horny face.
it's the only one I got.
Okay, how close do we have to be to the base to pick up communications? Can we just do it from here?
Ooh, I don't know. Probably a little bit closer. Well, probably like right overhead.
Within atmosphere.
Yeah. Right, because like the radio waves, they bounce off the upper atmosphere and shit like that. So you want to be within
Okay.
the atmosphere,
All right, so let's get into
exactly
the
powerful, right?
let's get in the lower layer of the atmosphere then, at least while you're building that.
Right. Yeah. All right then. Don't worry, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Don't worry, I got this.
So the atmosphere here is like really, really thin. It's almost non-existent, and you're gonna kind of pilot your way in. Are there any other scans or anything that you want to do beforehand?
I mean, no one's good at doing any of the other scans. Simon needs to be able to see. So we're kind of like fucked until that moment we get close enough where he can scan and kind of figure it out. But at this moment, because we have a military scanner, I don't think I can use. Maybe with gunnery.
You can use it, but that's you would be scanning for, military based stuff.
Yeah. I mean, the only one I can think of is medical. And then, or if you guys want to look up the mining one, but I'm more worried about like if there's other life, because if they ceased everything, something's got to be going on, and they've shut off all machinery. So I want to see if there's any other life forms here that are not Gorriloid.
Well, if they shut off all the machines and stuff, then maybe we should scan for energy.
Okay.
With the science scanner,
7H1, can you do that?
I don't have any way of scanning for energy. I don't believe.
I mean, you can use.
I can do a basic scan.
Yeah, like you can do a basic scan.
Mhm.
I mean, it's going to be really hard.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the best we can do. Let's just get a basic scan out of the way and then go from there.
Okay.
Do you get bonus for because you plug in? Do you have that exploit? You plug into everything.
The only thing I can do is the exports, but it's the access port with the bonus computer dice, but it's only on computer based stuff.
Scanning is computer based.
Yeah,
but I'm not
that's-
scanning for computers.
So
I
wait,
mean,
what is
if
your
you want to give it to me, that's
what
fine.
is your
We scan
actual
for computers the
what
first
is-
time.
What does your actual exploit say?
It says this android can quote unquote plug into a computer or computerized system, granting a +1 d6 bonus to computer checks.
So that's not checking for computers. That's
Okay.
using a computer.
Okay, I'll take it.
So
I looked at it earlier, but I was like,
yeah.
eh,
So you get a
since we did the
bonus
computer
1d6.
scan.
Yeah. So give me your logic dice pool plus you get an additional 1d6. So that's a 4d6. Okay, a 12. Okay. So, doing a basic kind of general kind of scan in terms of science, what are you looking for?
Talking to me,
Mm-hmm.
looking for science. I don't get it. I mean,
There's
I mean,
science
it was
over
on my
there.
we went for,
recommendation,
like-
you're just looking for
wait-
energy signatures.
And energy signatures.
energy signatures. Okay,
Yeah,
I mean,
so-
yeah,
so-
but
So a science scanner searches for energy sources and substances. But what specifically are you trying to look for on this planet?
to be quite honest, I mean, I don't know anything of the energy creatures yet. Really, I think only he knows. Only Dr. Icarus knows, and then what Simon knows.
And what
has
Simon's
he-
told you, right?
Has he told me?
I mean, he's relayed the information that Dr. Icarus knew about.
So I
Or
guess
that
I'd be
is-
looking for abnormal energy signals. I mean, anything that wouldn't be, because we did a scan of the actual planet. So I guess in the planet scanning, I
Or-
might get normal readings and then see what would be outside of the normal like energy
Or-
levels there. Or
Or you could look for energy signatures that are draining other energy signatures.
Yeah, or ones that are moving or anything like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. When you do a scan for just energy signatures in general, you get very few responses back on the scanner. You're getting like a few really low power readings in the mining colony, but that's it. That's all you get.
That's it. No other energy readings at all. Just those.
No, that's it.
Okay. Alarming. Yeah.
Shut everything down, so that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Can you give me do a medical scan and get me life forms outside of the mining colony?
Sure. I mean, I can only do logic on that. I can't really do anything else.
Yeah, so it'd be, again, it's going to be a 4d6 for you.
Okay.
20. Okay. So, you do a scan for life signs outside the colony. There's basically a colony, just so you know the structure, there's the setup here. There's a mining colony, and then maybe like 2 miles away, something like that, is where the actual mining station is set up, where they've set up operations, and you can tell that outside the colony, that there are no life signs outside the colony. 0.
Was this normally a highly populated planet before? I mean, I probably wouldn't know.
You're not sure. The only information that you got was there are people down in a colony. I think your general knowledge would be, in regards to a mining colony, would be that there's probably, if you're judging from similar colonies from where you've been, there's probably at least maybe anywhere from 100 to a few hundred. There is no this planet is not habitable, so the colony definitely has some kind of it has a generated atmosphere of some kind. There is an atmosphere on the planet, but it's not like breathable, and there's no life, like there's no plant life or anything like that on this planet.
Okay. Then I guess I'll put on the screens, project on the screens, the 2 comparison maps of the energy anomalies and actions next to the life form map. Scans complete.
I don't know. No one's in the actual mining facility. So are they on a shutdown? Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of worried about this. Betty, how are you doing on that comms?
Well, it's we're getting there, right? I just gotta gaffer tape this bit to this, right? I think, yeah. Or I'll need to, I'll need to connect it up to the actual ship antenna. I'll give it a bit of a boost, I reckon. Yeah, so we'll just wire it in here, and right, I just gotta take these panels off. Woo, 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 woo. I'm just like in the panels, like finding the ship's antenna, and I'm just...
She's not being gentle by any means. The panels just come flying off, clang, 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 falling to the floor.
Hey now. Those panels like it rough, okay?
These
panels are a mark of Borean pride.
This ain't my fighter cockpit, so I don't care. I'm just, but like, this is like, there's like precedent, like she's just like throwing shit on the ground, but like there's shit that needs to be taken care of.
Everything's in its right place, ready to put back. Okay. She's got a fucking pot for all the bolts.
It looks like chaos, but it's actually like
she's got a system. Yeah, she's got a system. All the things right. These bolts go with here, and then everything goes to the left of the other thing. All right. Don't touch anything. Don't touch that.
And as long as you just get wire, I just need those comms up as soon as possible.
Yeah, I'm working on it. Don't hurry. You can't hurry perfection, or even you can't.
I'm not looking for perfection.
Mild
I'm just looking for working.
Yeah. You can't rush mild adequacy, right?
I'm not looking to put this thing on mass production or Shark Tank.
All right,
I'm looking
all right.
to get comms up with
Look,
the
I'm running low on
base
gaffer
down
tape.
there.
Can you just hand me some gaffer tape? You'll have to lean in a bit over me. Oh no, lean over a bit more. A bit further.
I'm not. No, you know what? No, this is my gaffer tape now.
Fine. No, I've got another in my pocket. Where did that come from? I don't know. Anyway, right.
Oh my god. So with that, I look at Simon. I was like, Simon, you're not able to sense anything from this far up. You need to see it. Like, literally have sight on it. Do you?
Yeah.
Okay. 7H1. I'm gonna slowly descend the ship, and position us above the mining colony while she gets communications up. I'm gonna slowly descend. You tell me if anything approaches the ship. Simon, you let me know when you're in range to actually do your scanning with your mind, to see if we can perceive like what kind of emotions are going on down there, to kind of give us a feel of what's going on, and then hopefully when we get communications up, we get a little bit more hindsight of like why operations have shut down there. Does that sound like a plan? All right, and then I slowly descend the ship.
Okay.
From the lower atmosphere to like the more stable one.
So the
and
atmosphere
like above the mining colony.
The atmosphere is very thin. Give me an agility plus your piloting, please.
Bam.
Okay, a 15 on a 5d6. Luckily for you, it's not a difficult trip. The ride is not super smooth, but you are able to kind of bring the vector in line, because I think what you get on your HUD is essentially a sort of maybe a dotted line with kind of like an arrow just kind of guiding you where you need to go, to decide the safest approach on an angle into the colony. So you don't bounce off the atmosphere or burn up or anything like that. There is very little atmosphere though, so it's definitely a lot easier to do. The trip begins, and you guys all just kind of feel the atmosphere hit the ship, and it starts to rock a little bit. Betty's toolbox just kind of rattles around on the ground. It's just. And is there clanking that happens, Thick, when there's vibration on the ship with you?
No.
Do you have anything rolling around in there? No? Okay.
Not yet.
She's tight. She's thick and tight.
I was gonna say I've got pretty thick thighs, so I don't know if there's much rolling around going on.
Nice.
So.
Nice. So you begin your descent, flying down towards the mining colony. And you can see the planet, much like what we have on the map here, is kind of a reddish-brown kind of color. You think probably indicating that there's a high iron content on this planet. And you can see there's no water that you can see visibly. There's no water. There is a your sensors are telling you that there are where the exact kind of dot is for the mining colony. It's giving you the vector to head that way. I think as far as the color of the sky, it probably has like a sort of reddish kind of haze, maybe, just kind of like a reddish kind of glow.
Is it almost purple haze?
No, not at all. 0. Because, god damn it, that's why.
Oh, hey, that
No
was in my
fun.
brain.
And when you start to get down, you get like a little like warning, I guess, where you set your altitude alert to kind of give you a heads up, and the ship just kind of starts to like level out. You guys can all feel the ship just kind of slow down a bit. It's not quite as turbulent.
Yeah. I just keep on that course, but I keep it at that altitude, and I just kind of slowly descend and kind of make like a parameter, like kind of like or an area that I just like fly around the mining colony and all that. I use parameter wrong, but you know what? It's the first word that popped in my head. Okay. I'm not a pilot. Fuck all y'all.
I know exactly, vagina, what you're talking about. I got Simply again, though, at least. That was good. All right.
Killing the smalls.
So you kind of you start to head towards the colony. Give me a perception check. And Thick, you can also give me one.
Okay.
And that's listed under your movement, I believe. That's the actual dice roll that you're rolling.
Okay, so 46 base, but I have a skill perception.
Yeah, it's just the one that
Okay.
you've got under movement. That's your we
Okay.
that's like
That's
all added
alright.
together for you. No, it's cool. Don't worry about it. And an 8 from Ferris on his 3d6, and 7 on the 4d6
Pretty
From-
distracted
from
by the
Thick.
vibrating
Yeah, exactly.
going on from the toolbox.
Ooh. Ooh.
Okay.
All right. So you can't seem to. You don't notice anything out of the ordinary. Just from a visual glance, you don't see anything. You guys are keeping your eyes open, and nothing is sort of jumping out at you, literally or figuratively.
All right. Yeah. How much longer, Betty?
Well, I reckon we're pretty much done. We give it a whirl, see if it works.
All right. I is it hooked? Is it hooked up to the system? Like what?
Betty's probably got like a piece of masking tape with like a just written like in Sharpie, like in black marker, like
Yeah, there's basically this is the switch gaffer taped to the actual controls with like a little dial for tuning, and it's just on off and fucking tuning, and it's all gaffer taped on quite neatly, but you know, don't jiggle the wires too much, all right?
All right. Can you flick it on?
Switch is right there, mate, on your dashboard thing.
Oh. Then I go.
You can flick me on there if you want, all right?
God.
Simply space.
Mining colony Zais.
I've
This
been
is
turned on in too long.
Lieutenant Junior Grade Ferris from the space colony Arcadia. Do you come in?
You might need to twiddle the knob a bit.
I making adjustments. I don't know. I'm just trying to find the frequency. Like, can I match up? Is there a frequency matchup thing? I don't know.
Thank you.
Come in. This is Lieutenant Junior Grade Ferris to mining colony Zais. Do you copy?
No response.
Adjust the frequency again and make the call until I get through to someone. Until I go through all the frequencies and.
Are
see if
you
I find
are you
anyone.
piloting yourself towards the mining colony?
So my plan is that like I want to like get above the mining colony. I don't want to be towards it because I don't want to be that close because just in case something is
No,
down
I
there,
understand, but you're
Yeah.
sort of you're setting your vector towards the mining colony itself.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Like the closest I want to get is probably about a mile to.
You're
3/4
probably
of a
about
mile
20
up.
you're probably about 20 miles away right now, which is not difficult for you to cover at all.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about like a mile to a quarter mile above the mining colony itself, and then like kind of keeping an eye out on the horizon of like anything that's like out of the ordinary, I guess, for a mining colony, such as like because if all machinery is flying out, all machinery is off, and there's no life forms, if I see something flying around, I'm gonna be cautious as fuck. I mean,
Are we
you know.
are we basically getting the flyover of Hadley's Hope from Aliens?
Yes.
Oh God.
We're in the pipe, 5 by 5.
In the pipe, 5 by 5.
Yeah, God. Yeah. So I just go through all the signals as we get closer and closer. And as we get closer, and if I don't get any response back, since we're like 20 miles out, when we get about like 10 miles out, I would go through all the frequencies again and do the call out, and then see if we hear anything, and then probably roll another perception, just a visual perception on the horizon if I can.
Yeah, you can give me another perception. Yeah, as you guys get closer, sure. You are still getting no signal back from the colony. There's no like radio signal at all.
All right.
Ooh.
So, wow. On a 3d6, a solid 3. That's a peachy roll. That's a peachy roll right there. Whoo. You got too much going on to really keep an eye on things. And to be honest, Betty is probably trying to peer over and just kind of look out and maybe just kind of harass you a little bit. So you just
She's
kind of...
probably like colored the knobs
You've
on the
basically
communication thing to look like nipples.
You've basically got okay. You know those like shiatsu neck massager things. You've basically got that, but with borean breasts instead. Just
Oh, I thought you were gonna go for thighs.
Oh.
no. But yeah, you basically just got like a fucking neck brace made of breasts. As Betty's going,
Betty,
"Oh, look at
Betty,
that."
I'm flying right now, please.
Yeah, I know
You
you
can go
are.
sit in the other
Yeah,
seat
you're
if you want to sit up for it.
No,
Literally, that seat is open.
Wind out for that mountain over there.
Betty! Oh my
What?
God, right now.
What? No, it's
I'm
fine.
trying to do things and fly
Come
and make sure
on.
we don't get killed.
Yeah, all right. So we'll concentrate. Eyes up front then.
Betty, go sit in that chair over there.
No, I
Oh
can
my
see
God.
people from over here.
No, Betty.
No, but it's great.
Betty,
Oh, fine then.
I will crash this to the ground.
I will turn this
Don't make me turn
shuttle
this
right
shit
around. Okay. So, as you send Betty to the other chair, you guys can roll me... well, Thick, I think you still have a perception check that you can make here.
Okay.
Ten. Okay. So you guys can see... basically you're trying to observe the interactions between these two strange humanoids, and probably making lots of really odd notes, I think, for sure, Thick. But
I mean, especially since they sound about the same as the Two Cats One Box video that she had to delete. So. She's just taking note, like.
What we didn't know is in that video, Betty was the box.
I was wondering why the box was moist and had tentacles.
See, box stands for Betty Overly Exotic.
Spelled the 90s way with an X.
Two
But not-
X's.
but not
no,
triple X.
three X's. No, 3 X's. Come on now.
XX.
How far away are we from the base?
you're about 10 miles. But when you just kind of scan the horizon after watching this horrible display, something seems to dart about on the horizon, seemingly kind of fast.
No way for anybody else to catch it, just me.
Just you.
Okay.
You didn't really get like a good look at it. It kind of moved out of your line of sight.
Do we have any sort of recording system? Active?
Good question. I would say yes.
Do you think I could mention and try to play back video to show what it
Sure.
whatever it was? Okay. I'm gonna notify Ferris.
It was definitely in the
please.
distance, but yeah.
Yeah, please look at screen to your left for a video of current movement happening on horizon, and I'll play back the video.
Okay, so what you see, Ferris, is you can't really make it out, but something is moving very quickly, sort of darting about parallel to the horizon.
Like on our level?
Hard to tell from the distance, but it's definitely moving about on the horizon.
So if it darted like this way, I make a course correction and dart like the other way. But I'm still like slowly approaching, but more at an angle, so it's going to take us a little longer to get towards the mining colony.
Yeah, it moved to the starboard, so you're
Right side?
going
Okay.
to port, which is left.
Okay, yeah.
Because Fuzzy taught me the awesome way to remember that port is left because it has 4 letters.
You know how I remembered it? Starboard is the right side because that's where we would put up our dock. That's where we would dock. We wouldn't port on port side. We would port on starboard side. So it was always the right side.
Yeah, port
If
is
you're
4
facing the
letters,
forward part of the ship.
so is left.
Also, port side had the odd numbers and starboard side had the even numbers for the tack numbers on a ship. So I'm gonna overcomplicate the fuck out of this and nothing you can do about it. So nerd. Hey, I'm sorry. What's this? CVN 76, bitches.
I just saw Ronald Reagan.
Yeah, I saw
that's,
Ronald
that's the
old-
name of the
you like
USS Ronald
old
Reagan.
actors?
Okay,
Yeah,
does the
no,
ship forget where it's
literally-
going? Does your
Hold
ship
on.
forget where it's going?
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah.
USS Ronald
I
Reagan.
want a ship named after me. How do you do that?
He was a fucking president. That's why.
They made an
Just wait
actor
for the
a
USS
president.
Trump, guys. Yeah.
After a president?
God, next thing they'll be making fucking reality TV stars president as well.
The Twitch broadcasters.
The names for wrestlers as well.
Should probably move on from this.
Yes,
Please.
I
I
can't wait. Okay, so as we go in, I'm like 7H1. Can you do a scan in that general area on the starboard side? Medical scan, life forms, and see if something is approaching us.
Okay.
Okay. So, yeah.
Simon, can you get any general feeling of anything?
Simon, you
I'm
can-
a little hungry.
You can roll me. You can roll me a psi plus your telepathy, and it will be extremely difficult.
Yes, good. I want it to be extremely difficult. I'll try, but I don't normally do this.
That's all I'm asking for you to try.
Okay.
Okay, so that 11 was your roll. Okay, so you got like a blip on your life signs for a microsecond. Luckily, you're an android, so a microsecond is a pretty long time for you. And you lost it. Like it went away like super fast. You didn't even get like any kind of an inkling of anything, Simon.
No, I didn't get anything.
Okay. I mean, thank you for trying at least. So, okay. Did you get anything? 7H1?
There was a brief instance of life form activity, but
was there able to tell the direction at all?
Was I able to tell direction?
Yeah, the direction wherever that thing went.
The same direction as video recording.
So it's not coming towards us, it's going that way. Like it's going starboard, it's going
Yeah, it went
Whatever.
starboard. Yeah.
Well,
starboard.
got a brief request, which is if you see anything terrifying, can you fly away really fast, please?
What's my heading? Is it north? Am I north?
I would say that it's probably something like northeast-ish.
Northeast. Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm northeast-ish. They're going directly east. Was there anything east? Was that where the mining was?
No, didn't look like there
Okay.
was anything east.
I'm still gonna make my way to the colony. Basically I look at everyone and I'm like, yeah, you guys keep your eyes peeled. Simon, keep whatever you keep open. Betty, try not to be too distracting. And
Oh well, if it's bad shit happening, I'm just gonna glue myself to a porthole. It's like,
and then
You can hear her
Seven-H-
like on the glass, like.
no, she's just fogging it up.
yeah.
Do you think we'd have cameras on
The
port
light
side, or
effect
would
is
it have just on the front?
She's totally licking the window to stop it fogging up.
So cameras,
It
yeah. I mean, they have cameras probably like the equivalent of 360 degrees around the ship.
Okay.
But
Could I just set recording all around, or?
it's probably always on. To
Okay.
be honest with you, there's a record. Probably it's not like a long record. Like it probably has a time limit on it. But it's probably like decent long. Like maybe as soon as you entered the atmosphere, it probably activated or something.
Okay. Can we set it as like a live feed on one of the monitors for the
Sure.
starboard side? Okay.
Okay. So I'm gonna keep flying towards everything. I'm still gonna keep like tweaking the signals until I can pick up something, and keep approaching, but keep approaching at that angle, the port side angle, like coming up so more northwest now instead of northeast. So basically like a 90-degree like kind of adjustment, and being very cautious of whatever darted that direction to our 6 and to our, my 3 o'clock.
So, when you turn the radio signal, you come across a it's a very different sound, obviously, than the static that you've been getting.
I don't know if that means I'm closer or if I'm
But
like, Betty, is that a normal sound?
Well, it sounds like I'm not a radio expert. I just built a bloody thing, right? It doesn't sound like interference or electrical interference. It sounds like some big signal. I don't know.
I chime in. I was like, "This is Lieutenant Junior Grade Ferris from the Arcadia. Please come in."
You hear a very garbled version of what you just said come back with a just getting louder and louder and louder.
Well, you got a really bad feeling about this.
And your speech just kind of keeps like repeating, and it's really distorted.
We got a really, really bad feeling about that. I think we should go. That's not. No, that's creepy.
Okay. As soon as
the electrical systems on the ship,
yeah,
start to flicker.
Turn it off! Turn it off! Turn it off!
Yeah, I turn off the radio, and I fucking do I evasive maneuvers out of the direction I was going and like start ascending.
Okay. When you start to turn the ship around, the cameras start to pick up movement. You can see that there are what appear to be flying creatures of some sort that look insectoid, almost like dragonflies, but bigger.
Oh, fuck my life.
And when you turn the radio off, the sound keeps playing through the speakers. I would like Thick to please roll me a let's see what this is gonna be. What did you have that I'm just trying to remember? You have nothing that can help you, actually. Never mind.
Nope.
It wasn't an exploit.
Wait, we're in a hopper, aren't we?
A cricket.
Yep. So
we're in hopper.
Give me a
Hopper's the other version that we were in.
Hopper would have been better because Hopper frogs eat dragonflies. But now we're crickets.
So, I think this is just a straight up logic check for you, Thick, and you can add the computer's bonus. This is a 46.
Okay.
An 11. Okay. Your electronic defenses have been breached. And that's where we're going to take our final break of the evening. We'll be right back, everybody. Stay tuned.
Son of a bitch.
For some more Turn Order Warped. Season 2, episode number 10. We'll be right back.